Welcome in everyone to this week 2 matchup of FR6. We have the Tigers and Harvest preparing to go head to head today. So without further ado, let's get into what maps we are going to be playing in today's game. So the first map is going to be Border. The Tigers will be the first defenders. That will be followed by Oregon and then a Villa map if necessary. As far as lineups, the Tigers are going to be bringing Overdosing, Bengo, Kowalski, D-Don, and Mercy. And then the Harvest lineup is going to consist of Dream Mode, Panda, Jam, Pedro, and Perko. So without further ado, we are going to get everyone into the lobby and then we will get this game underway. Alright, we are now getting into game one, so unfortunately, game one is going to have to be a 4v4. There were a few members, there was one member of each team who was not able to make it, at least for the first map. We will see if that changes going into the next few. But yeah, getting into the ban phase, the Tigers starting on defense and the Harvest on attack. We were supposed to have another game earlier today, however the Eagles had to forfeit due to lack of players, so the Pirates got another win on the board, as Dokkaebi is the ban for the Tigers. The Tigers did actually have to forfeit last week to the Pirates, so that leaves them at 1-1 on the season, hoping to get into a positive winning record. Harvest taking out Fuse for Border, a very good ban for Border. Border is a very vertical map, a lot of destructible flooring, and so Fuse can become a very serious threat on this map. So a good one to get out of the way early there. Mira goes down as well, another one of the very popular bans on every map in Rainbow Six Siege right now. And now for the Tigers defensive ban. So going to be Soulless for their defensive ban. So today we do have the Harvest, who are an EU mainly team. They're mainly an EU team, so their ping does get a little high on the NA servers that we are typically on. However, since the Tigers are the ones starting on defense, it will be a majority NA servers today. But we will be switching to EU servers for game 2. In their last game, we did attempt to do that. However, the Siege servers were having some issues and weren't connecting to EU servers. We're going to give it another attempt today. If it doesn't end up working, then they are going to have to all be on NA. And that is going to put the Harvest at a disadvantage, unfortunately, but there is just not a whole lot we can do about it. So here we go. Going into round 1 upstairs, the Tigers on defense.
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
We're going to be going Armory Lockers with a Mute, Thorn, Capcan, and a Kaid. Many different ways to defend the wall upstairs for the Tigers here in round 1. Likely going to use the Kaid for that, and then also have the Mute to prevent any drone entry. They did not ban Thatcher, however, so that is going to be an easy way to get the wall open. They've brought an Ace and a Thatcher, so likely going to see a push onto the balcony. So this is the type of ping that we were talking about for being an EU team playing on NA servers. 145, 155, and 105 in the ping department. Very unfortunate to see, but this is an NA Central. This is an NA Central league overall, anyways. So that is one of the downsides of it, is players from other regions aren't able to join as well. But here we go, getting it underway. Perko, the captain of the Harvest, going to be carrying in the diffuser as Thatcher. Felony Flats, the one NA player on the Harvest today, going to be playing Monty. And the spawn peak comes out early as Perko goes down with the diffuser to the spawn peak. And now the Monty pushing up. That's Felony Flats. Bengo with the double kills. He flicks back around. No one's even made it into the building yet, and the Harvest are already down 2 players. Some more shots going out, and then that is going to be Zeb taking some damage. And he goes down! A triple kill for Bengo. Can we see the ace? No one has even made it into the building yet. This is going to have to be quite the recovery for Panda if he wants to keep his team in this game. Flipping our attention to him, he is now pushing back around to Pedestrian Customs and going to have to try to rappel up the side. Maybe get a shot onto a few of the spawn peaks, although there are several. Bengo, a few shots out, and Bengo with an ace. Bengo made quick work of the Harvest there, not even making it inside the building in the first round. So an incredible defense of Armory Lockers in round 1 as we now head to round 2, which will be on Bathroom Tellers, it looks like, for the Tigers. a Castle Thorn, Cap Cannon, Tachanka, the plays for the Tigers, and those will stick. Well, we will see what the attackers end up switching to after the drone phase is over. Bathroom and Tellers has become an increasingly popular site to defend as the second site on border, and personally I think that the bathroom and I personally like the bathroom and construction, because I just think that it's a lot more secured, a lot more closed off. You have a lot more area that you can hold, and so I think that the server and construction. But yeah, this site, just the biggest unfortunate piece to this site is that it does leave a lot of openings from not only the window on the various windows on Tellers, making Tellers just an impossible site to hold, but then also that hallway that just gives you access to both sites, and it's very difficult to hold even with deployable shields. However, it is still a very popular pick. They do have the Tachanka to prevent any jump-ins on those windows there. He's going to be holding behind the deployable. Tachanka did get a bit of a buff, sort of, when Smoke lost his deployable. It was definitely to make Tachanka a bit of a more common pick, but Smoke is still definitely the better pick. You just need to bring in a deployable with someone else. Tachanka's gadget just doesn't last as long. It also leaves you very vulnerable, having to take up your entire gun slot for his gadget, and that it just makes delaying people very difficult, a lot more difficult than it is with Smoke, and it also doesn't delay them for as long or do nearly as much damage, so Smoke is just overall the better pick. So it's going to be Big Boy Panda carrying in the diffuser this time. Going to hope for a much less quick round than we had last time. Did not even make it into the building. Going to be trying to stay behind Felony Flats as their Monty, and let him do the human droning for them on the way. Takes out the camera. Now pushing up towards the door in West Main. And now pushing up towards Metal Stairs. Going to be someone holding behind Metal Stairs who now pushes back into sight. They do have that castle barricade on the door there. Big Boy Panda droning out with the Iona clone. The shots go through the wall there. And then the Gemini found on the other side of the wall. And shot out. So they do know that he's holding in there. Panda firing some shots through the wall. They get the kill onto Bengo. And now they're going to be getting the barricade down. It's now Panda goes down. Or now Panda takes down Cold GG. But then Kowalski takes down Perko. And then Felony Flats going to get the refrag onto Kowalski. However, this does leave a 1 versus 3 situation for the Tigers. A much cleaner round so far for the Harvest. Going to set out another Iona clone. Mercy trying to push his way back into sight. Sending out some Tachankas to delay a bit of entry. However, the Monty still pushes up and gets taken out. A lot of damage taken by that fire. Does kind of have footholds on himself. Takes out the Iona. That was Panda. And now it's down to a 1v1. So now a 1v1 situation, just both waiting to see who's going to peak first. Time running down, no diffuser in hand for the Harvest. Still no one peeking just yet. This is just a full-on peak battle. Nobody deciding to move. It is ultimately Mercy can just wait here because Zeb is going to have to pick up the diffuser at some point. He does decide to move finally. No luck there. The angle still being held by Mercy. Waiting to see if he'll peek in. Is going to be a vault breach, so he is going to have to jump over, and that's going to delay his shots a little bit. Zeb going to elect to push around the back, potentially. Gonna fire through the wall. The foothole's coming out. And the Tachanka peeks up over the shower. And that is an incredible play by Mercy to hang on for his team, clutching up in the 1v3 situation. So the Tigers go up 2-1 on defense. The Harvest had everything going right for them, and then charged into sight incredibly fast, left themselves exposed. And Mercy able to capitalize. The team captain making it happen for the Tigers. So now going to be going for a ventilation workshop. A Thorn and Smoke coming out so far, along with a Castle now from Mercy. The Harvest going to need a good attacking round to keep this game alive and in their favor. Mozzie coming out as the Tigers' last defensive pick.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
So here we go, a workshop and server room defense. You see the Mozzie gadgets going out on the doors and windows to try to prevent all of those drones from coming in. They do have the smoke as well for a lot of entry denial, which is going to be nice with mostly doors being the entries into the site. Bango running Thorn for that intel, and the Castle is one of my favorite picks on server and workshop because it does allow you to even extend site into bathrooms if you want and castle off that door, so you just have a very large site to play on. And then it also secures the window and the main door entries that are always the typical places that people decide to push from.
10 seconds to go.
So it makes them have to counter their strategy into something else, potentially go for a top-down push. And then with Fuse being banned here, that does become even harder. So now, for the attackers, going to be an Iana, Ash, Osa, and a Zero. Zeb carrying in the diffuser as Osa, and they are looking to push on the east parking lot, or on the parking lot entrance side on the west lot. Some shots going out onto Panda now as he fires some in return. Perko shooting out this barricade here. Now going to enter through customs. The Mozzie holding directly behind this and going to get the shots on to Perko, who came in not expecting him.
Bomb has been located.
The Harvest locate the bomb now and then going to see a run out from Mozzie potentially. This is Kowalski potentially going to be executing a run out onto the Osa. Holding this angle for a very long time, so just waiting for his enemy to go against him, and now big boy Panda gets taken out by Bango. Here comes Zeb, not peeking for the spawn peek. He does see him for a second. The run out comes out. A few shots go out on Kowalski, not able to get the full kill. More shots go out. Both players taking damage at about equal health. Kowalski takes a little bit more damage, and the headshot there from Zeb. What a shot, but another run out comes out. This is Bango this time. Oh, and he gets him on the reload. Zeb peeking on the reload, and that ends up taking him out. Felony Flats, however, on the rappel does cancel the run out there for Bango. Going to be aware if anyone tries to revive Bango. However, Bango able to get back inside the building and now able to be picked up outside the door. Able to take out Bango, though, after he peeked again. And now Felony Flat's going to have to push his way back into customs. Going for a different push approach there. 47 seconds remaining in the round. Mercy going to be holding that door as Felony pushes up. Mercy with a good angle from server room. Cold going to be holding over in ventilation, so holding both of the main entry areas for Felony Flats. Pushing up now on this door. The Castle's backed off into server room a little bit further, going to be watching the entrance to workshop. And here comes Felony going to peek around the corner, not able to have the reaction time. Mercy was holding it. And so the Tigers go up 3-0 on their defense rounds. So now the Tigers switching to attack with the Harvest going on defense. And now it is going to be time for the Harvest to make a comeback if they want a chance at this game. Going to be an Armory Lockers defense with a Doc Fender and Ella. Nothing so far as wall denial is concerned, but also no real hard breach. For the attackers, going to go with a Ying, Buck, Ash, and now a Monty with the Glass and Echo. Going to be the final play. No wall denial coming out at all for the Harvest.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So how are they going to counter the entry as long as the Tigers are able to drone this out and come to the conclusion that there is nothing on this wall, they're going to be able to switch to a hard breach and have a very easy entry into the site with that Ying pick looking like it's going to come out now. They also have the glass for that balcony as well. Can fire some smokes in there and then have some angles. No warden either, so not going to really be a Glass counter. Glass been seriously buffed since his changes that allowed for better and quicker vision through the smoke. Looks like a gridlock and Capitao switch, and back to the Monty now. So not looking like they're going to be attempting to go for the balcony push here. No hard breach coming out for the Tigers. So a very lucky play for the Harvest. Not going to have to worry about that hard breach unless there is a last-second switch for the Tigers.
5 seconds remaining.
So the final picks do come out, and no hard breach. Cold GG going to be carrying in the diffuser. Drops it last second, and that is... No one picks it up, so he's going to go back and grab it himself.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers
Handing it off to Mercy. A better play there, definitely, to get it to the Monty. Looking like they're going to be going for a full East Road push here. Going to try to get up through the stairs, and... yeah, looks like just... in through the door, able to get a quick kill onto Perko, who had just hopped up for the spawn peak, and now the Monty pushing up. Mercy getting into sight incredibly quick. The smoke's going down. Track stingers as well, giving Mercy as easy of an entry as he possibly can get. The knife going out. Not able to get the kill. Kowalski pushes in. Felony Flats was not able to kill Mercy as he was just going for the plant. Mercy didn't even know where he was. Mercy sticks the plant. The plant is already down, and what a speed run of a round for the Tigers as they sweep on border. An unbelievably quick game there for the Tigers. So now we'll be switching to EU servers and heading over to our second map of the day. So we were able to get connection to North EU servers, so the Harvest are going to have some better ping for this game, which is very nice because we were not able to connect to the... there's some sort of issue with the Central EU servers. It will not allow custom game connection for whatever reason, but we're on North EU, so it's going to allow a little bit better of connection for some of the players on the Harvest. So Thatcher going out as the first ban for the Harvest. That's going to be an immediate impact on the Tigers. Thatcher, a very good operator still. He definitely had a lot. He definitely had a lot more usage back when his charges would fully disable gadgets. He was fully a broken operator at that point, but they did nerf him a little bit. Brought out EMP gadgets as well, but he still is just unbelievably good. So having him on this map is very good because he allows entrance into attic, he allows entrance into the basement, he allows entrance into the walls. So it is very, very nice to have him. So banning him can definitely swing a game. Dokkaebi and Mira going out as the next two bans. Those will be the Tigers bans. Mira, another very useful operator on this map and most maps. There's very rarely a map where you cannot use Mira well. So makes sense we're seeing her ban. And then Fenrir, who's also become an increasingly popular ban pick, taken out by the Harvest. So Kids Dormitory is going to be the first site for the Harvest on defense. They're going to be starting off on defense on Oregon here. This was the map that they have picked. If the Harvest take this map, then we are going to be heading to Villa for our final map. The defensive pick's going to be Clash, Legion, Thorn, and Kaid. So the Kaid going to hopefully keep both the attic and bedroom closed, although that is very difficult to do. As long as, yeah, they did bring a Flores, so that's going to be kind of hard to do. And they might switch that up to a Twitch once they see that it's Kaid, for being able to get those Kaid claws higher up on the walls if they decide to put them there, because it's kind of hard to do when running Flores. But now going with a Maverick to help cancel out the Kaid claws.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
So here we go. The attackers picked as Nomad, Maverick, Grim, and Ash. Grim, a very uncommon pick. However, with his recent buff, he has actually become a much more playable op. He's a very, genuinely solid intel operator now. He's going to be carrying in the diffuser. Cold GG playing Grim. The Clash already on big window there. The Grim holding just above, so maybe the Clash not quite aware of that. Could get a potential pick there. Bengo already taken a good bit of damage, and so is Perko. In a bit of a peak battle right now with those two. The C4 goes out. Bengo able to dodge it. A very close C4 there. Could have gotten the first frag of the game. But now the B's going out for Grim. Mercy going to be pushing from the other side of the map, already up into Armory. The Clash going to be contesting him over there. Bengo takes out Perko.
A bomb has been located.
So now with Bengo taking down Perko, that's going to allow a solid bit of entry. However, that's going to be Zeb able to get the kill onto the big window. Some more B's going out for Cold there as Kowalski tries to get in through the attic, and then Mercy has moved over to join him there as well. Cold now also moved over to the attic, not able to successfully get the B's through the window. So ultimately a waste of a B canister there. Able to identify where the Clash is at. The shots go out for the Clash. Able to take out the drone. put herself in a very dangerous situation there. Now opened a breach hole through the wall. Mercy gonna take a little bit of damage to the electricity, but not enough for it to be seriously meaningful. The Legion mine does go out, so that's going to identify that they've pushed up into the attic. Now the impact goes out. That does get a good bit of damage on them. Cold has now pushed back over to big window and is now pushed into sight. The Legion goes out. The Thorn gadget goes off. They are all aware of where he is now. Not pushing him a ton. Kowalski able to get a kill onto Panda, who's holding behind the Clash. Shots go out onto the Clash. And now Kowalski with a double kill. The plant goes down for Cold, and it's down to Zeb to clutch it up for the Harvest. Identifies that the Maverick is in attic still. So a few shots going out, nothing able to connect, however. Now pushing up is Mercy, and he's going to get the kill onto Zeb. So the Tigers win attack round number 1 as they look to go for a 2-map sweep of the Harvest here. Going to go for another kids' dormitory defense. A Smoke, Ella, and Thorn coming out so far. Now switch to an Alibi. And then Kaid as well going to be picked. So going to still try to keep those walls shut, but the Maverick coming back out this game for Kowalski. Had a solid game with him last round. 2 kills on the board for him, along with an assist, and then he was able to get into attic. So that pinch that they were able to execute with Cold and Bengo ended up being huge. Or actually, it was Cold and Mercy. Ended up being huge because Mercy was able to go join him in attic, and then they had had Cold push back around to the big window, and then that was able to execute a nice pinch onto site. So yeah, for this game, unfortunately, still having another 4v4. 2 teammates basically went radio silent just before the game. An unfortunate situation there for both teams. However, it was able to even out, which is very nice to have. It's better than a 5v4 for sure. Definitely puts one team at a disadvantage. So here we go. The attacking picks coming in for the Tigers. We have a Flores, an Ace, an Iana, and an Ash. Kowalski going to run the Ace pick after switching off of Maverick. Potentially going to go for a bedroom push this time to switch it up from what they had last game. The Kaid Claws still going to go out, so going to be hard to take down with just Flores alone. So gonna potentially need to get a little creative here in how they get those walls open. Cold going to elect to push back up through parking and join Kowalski and Mercy at the front. Bengo going for a push from the bus yard. And now gets in almost through the barricade. Not quite able to destroy it perfectly. There he goes. Gets through it. Into small tower now. Going to be pushing through the bottom kitchen. And now Cold taking some damage there. Looks like he hit himself with his own grenade potentially. Yeah, it looks like that is what happened. Weren't able to get the Kaid Claw down. It looks like they actually were. Nothing on the wall at the moment, actually. Perko goes down to Bengo. Oh, Bengo pushed up. The Alibi pushes up. Was going to attempt to hide in her clone. Was not able to do that. The identifying ping going to come out, but able to get the pre-fire onto Felony. But then Zeb with a kill onto Bengo. This is going to leave Panda and Zeb as the last 2 remaining players for the Harvest, a 2v3. The smoke's going out. That is going to prevent the push into bedroom a little bit. Saw the Ace peek for just a second. Now going to refocus his attention over to the armory, which was just breached open. Now Cold coming up to join Mercy in the armory area. But Kowalski going to get the kill onto Panda. It's going to leave it down to Zeb again. The shots go out onto Kowalski. There's a kill. But now 2 separate angles that the Tigers are going to be pushing from. He has the rotate into bunks, going to use it to push up. Cold now pushed up into games room. Is Zeb aware of it? He is not, but the shots come in, and that's going to alert the position. Flashbang goes out for Mercy. Another flash goes out. He's been flashed, and it is going to be a very hard thing to recover. However, Cold gets flashed in the process, so not able to capitalize on it yet. Cold at half HP, peeking that, so going to be much more vulnerable to the shotgun. Goes down to the shotgun in one shot, a triple kill now. The hatch dropped by Mercy. Going to try to recover by going up white stairs. Is aware that he pushed down to white stairs. Going for the peek! Isn't aware that he's all the way up at the top. And Zeb not able to pull through on the clutch. Mercy holds in there for the Tigers. So they go up 2-zip. A very sneaky push indeed. As the team captain of Tigers makes his way up the white stairs. A great job of pivoting, going to a different strategy. Had control of the kids' dormitory. That the only issue was he had the footholds onto him, and that definitely put him at a huge disadvantage with a shotgun peeking right around the corner and being shoved down his throat. So now going to push through that hatch there and then down around the white stairs. A very good play. Zeb aggressively pushed those white stairs. Did not know how quickly he made his way up there. But now going to elect to switch up the strategy, going for a basement play instead. We see a Jaeger, a Zombie, Vigil, and Mute so far. And the Harvest going to need to recover this ASAP.
Bomb located by attackers.
A Blitz going to be coming out so far for Kowalski. We'll see if he changes it, but shield operators have actually quite range supreme here in FR6. We've seen a lot of great plays with the shield operators. Lots of fragging shield operators, which is not something you see commonly, but it has worked out well here. Kowalski actually leading his team in kills with 4 right now. Going to see if he can add to that with Blitz. Blitz definitely a more frag-centered operator, so to speak, in terms of the shield operators department. Monty definitely more of an intel operator, but Blitz is just a charge in, you flash him, and you knife them, and that's the easiest way to get kills with him. So here we go. Mercy going to be carrying in the diffuser with Ace, and then the rest going to be pushing from construction site. So being a little separated here from the diffuser. Going to see if they can still make it work just the same. And now pushing up very aggressively into sight is Kowalski with the Blitz. Takes a few shots already. Goes for the reload. A very dangerous reload there. Left themselves very vulnerable. The Ying's going out very quickly. Going for a incredibly fast push here. Some shots going out onto Kowalski though. Bengo with the kill on the Felony Flats and then gets refragged by Perko. Perko on very low health and so is Kowalski. Perko gets taken down. Perko takes down Mercy, and then going to be Zeb with the C4 kill, and the defenders win round 3 as the shotgun Mute. Zeb actually able to clutch up with the shotgun this time around onto a very low health Blitz played by Kowalski, and an incredibly quick round there as the Tigers now go to take over on defense. The Harvest able to win 1 defense. Not all hope is lost for them, but they are going to have a very successful attacking plan if they want to stay in this game. Zeb and Perko going with an Ace Fuse combo here. Fuse an interesting pick for sure for an upstairs site. We'll see if it gets flipped. But the locked-in picks for the Tigers going to be Thorn, Kaid, Solus, and Frost. That Solus potentially going to be able to use the drone phase to take out some drones and limit the intel for the Harvest. The Harvest are going to need intel. They still have some rough ping on these server regions. It is better than it was on previous on the NA regions, but still going to need a lot of intel if they want to have that advantage.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Taking a quick look at the leaderboard here for the Tigers. Kowalski still leading his team. 5 kills despite the ping. He's been playing incredibly well. Bengo with 3 as well, and then Mercy with 2. Cold has been helpful. He's got 2 assists, and he's been a lot of intel. And then we look over at the Harvest, and we've also got Zeb leading the team with 6 kills. Been put in several clutch-up situations. Wasn't able to finish the round off the first 2 times, but last round he was able to do it successfully with the shotgun play. So here we go, going to be an Ace, Fuse, Jackal, and Ying. The Fuse play does stay in place for the Harvest, despite it being the upstairs site. Fuse not a common play on upstairs sites. Zeb gonna fire some shots into the garage to make sure that there's nobody holding in there. Vaults up onto the main entrance rooftop, looking through into bedroom. Nobody gonna be holding in there right now. The rest of them pushing from junkyard onto big tower. Perko attempting to go over and join Zeb. Kowalski takes out Felony Flats though. So the Harvest down one early in the round. Now Perko going to be pushing up into classroom downstairs. Droning out where that Kaid claw is, but not a whole lot of options for taking it down. Gonna be someone holding at the top of the stairs, and that's going to be Bengo with the kill onto Perko, leaving the Harvest at 2 remaining players. Split between junkyard and classroom, but now Panda pushing up to classroom to join up with Zeb. Zeb attempting to breach through the closet in bedroom. Gonna be very hard to do. A few shots go out on the Bengo. Bengo taking some damage there. Shots going through the wall to see if he pushed back around. Did not. The drone shot out that was coming from below does actually push through the soft wall, but Zeb not able to get the kill. But then Panda goes down in the process. A call out gets the idea of the location for Zeb. And now I'm going to have to go for a very quick peek. The run out coming from the Kaid. That's cold on the run out. Some shots going in there. An impact run out as well from the main entrance. And then another kill. The aggressive push from the Tigers here, getting them all killed. They got to go back into sight and recollect now. Bengo on low health. Mercy at full, but now Zeb is feeling it. He has the diffuser in hand, gonna go for a white stairs push and switch up the angle. If he's able to get this kill on the Mercy, it really does leave Bengo in a very unfortunate situation with that type of low health. A few shots going out from his left. 30 seconds remaining in the round for Zeb to make a play. Left to clutch again. Will he be able to pull through, this time on the attacking side? Able to get the kill on the Mercy. Now this leaves Bengo in very dire straits, and he is done. What a game it's been for Zeb. He goes and wipes out the entire team. A 4K ace for Zeb, and he keeps his Harvest team in this game. What a game he's having, ladies and gentlemen. Left to clutch in every single game, able to do so successfully in 2. What a play that was there. Looking at the leaderboard again after that performance, sitting at 10 kills to only 2 deaths. KD at 5 right now, and which is just unheard of in most cases. It is a small sample size, but impressive nonetheless. So going to be going for another kids' dormitory defense. Going to just hope to defend it better than they did last round. Going to likely just try to stay home a little bit. Had that very aggressive double run out there. Nothing able to come of it with both Cold and I believe it was Kowalski going down playing the Solus there. That was a very, very unfortunate situation for them. It took it from a 4 versus 1 to a 2 versus 1, basically 1.5 versus 1. And that just left the Tigers in an unfortunate situation. And yeah, just like I said, Mercy went down, leaving Bengo in a horrible situation with how low on health he was, and it took just 1 shot to connect. And that was it. So the defenders going in for this round going to be a Thunderbird, a Kapkan, a Goyo, and a Thorn. Very similar to last round, not a few switched out, being the Goyo, Kapkan, and Thunderbird. So I guess the Thorn, the only remaining one. No real wall defense, so not going to be able to hold these walls, but Kowalski going to actually hold inside of the attic, and that's going to be their hope at holding down that breach. It is actually going to be someone holding below, though, as Bengo is holding in shower corridor. Sees the Monty pushing up. That's Felony Flats on the Monty play. So going to rotate back around into dining hall. And now Perko going to be pushing up and gets taken down. Bengo with the kill on the Perko, flicks around and gets the kill on the Panda. And the triple kill on the Felony Flats. What a performance on the roam by Bengo, able to take on practically the entire team by himself. 3 quick kills go out, and now left again for Zeb to clutch in a 1v4. The Tigers gonna need to stay defensive here. Cannot be super aggressive, which is what cost them their game ultimately in the last round. Looking for some shots, takes one to Bengo, but Bengo gets the kill and the ace with that final kill onto Zeb. Just basically one-tapping a pixel peek. That will work almost 100% of the time in this game. People will peek pixel peeks a surprising amount. So if you just one-tap that pixel peek, that is a very easy strategy to get some free kills. So now we're going to be heading to a basement defense for the Tigers. A Warden and Jaeger going out so far. The Blitz play coming out for Felony Flats this time, so potentially going to look for a more aggressive shield play. He went for the Monty last round, was not able to do anything with it. So the Smoke and Thorn now coming out for the defending Tigers and the Thunderbird, the final pick. So here we go, a laundry supply room defense. Can the Tigers hang on here and get the win, moving to 2-1 on the season? It does look like we have a disconnect, so we are actually going to we are going to rehost real fast. Apologies for the downtime. All right, reconnected now. We've got all of our players back in. So we are trying EU West servers for this game. This is kind of an experimental one. The EU servers weren't working very well with the Harvest last time, so we're just experimenting to see what their best ping is. West does seem to be working a little bit better, so this will probably be the one we go to from now on the EU games, that is. So now back to the laundry room supply defense that we had before. This is going to be potentially what can win this game for the Tigers. A Smoke, Thunderbird, Thorn, and Jaeger play going out.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
So will the Tigers win it here and take home their second win of the season? Or can the Harvest hold on to take this map to overtime?
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
When the Tigers were on attack, they got into this site incredibly fast, but were not able to capitalize. They all died in very quick fashion. And that ended up being their downfall, leaving Kowalski to try and clutch as a low-health blitz, and it did not work out very well. A shotgun to the face was all he needed, and the round was over.
10 seconds left.
A lot of destruction going out with the shotgun, so going to be a lot of different angles that the Tigers are going to try to capitalize with.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
So going to be Big Boy Panda carrying in the diffuser as Flores. Flores drone goes out, they're gonna try to attempt taking down the barricade first, and then likely the deployable shield as well. Felony Flats sending out the smoke grenade as Glass, so gonna have that angle there that not anyone else is gonna have. Gonna be able to see people through the smoke. Smoke wearing off though now, so not able to get any picks through the smoke. The Gemini drone goes out. They identify that there is in fact a deployable there. Also spotting the Thorn holding upstairs. This is an interesting glitch. Look at this one, y'all. We got ourselves a black and white game. Wow, this is very interesting. I have never seen this before. We have a black and white. We have a fully black and white game right now. Wow. There we go. Looks like the drones are in color, but it looks like we've got a reverse here. The drones are in color and everything else is black and white. I have never seen this glitch before. Ubisoft always finds ways to amaze me, but here we are, a black and white game, and it honestly kind of looks sick, I'm not gonna lie. Still that deployable being held there. Perko, some shots going on to Kowalski, able to take him out. That was the Thorn roaming upstairs, so now they've cleared that roam. Some shots going out, though, as Perko gets taken down, able to move back over and gonna get revived. That's Panda reviving him at the moment, but Bengo takes out Felony Flats while that is going on. Zeb's still gonna try to hold the bunker area. That deployable still intact, it looks like. Not able to use the Flores drone to take it out yet, which has been very unfortunate for them. Oh, and there we go. Now we got ourselves some color back. A very interesting glitch that was. I have never seen that before in my life. That was quite interesting. Panda taking some shots now, and he's gonna go out with the diffuser on the stairs. Mercy with a huge kill. A double kill though for Perko now. And we can't see anything. I cannot see anything on any camera. The cameras are fully glitched right now. So we are going to go ahead and go with the overhead view. The Harvest do get the win. Perko with a double kill. And apologies for what happened to the camera. This is some form of glitch definitely just happened there. I've never seen that one before. That's a new one for me. But the Harvest able to clutch it up and take it to overtime. So the Tigers are going to start overtime on defense. But the Harvest holding in there. Can they take it to a third and final map? We will be flipping back to NA servers on that last map. So going to be kids dormitory for the Tigers' first defense. Thorn, Capcan, Doc, and Valk, the picks going in for their first overtime defensive round.
And defuse bombs.
That was a very... I've never watched a... I've never spectated a black and white game before, or really just seen this game played in black and white. That was very interesting. Wasn't as fun once we got the camera glitch, where it just was TV static for the last several kills of the game. That was very unfortunate, but... overall, just a very interesting experience. That was a new one for me, definitely. So again, no real coverage for the walls. Gonna be allowing pretty easy access as long as a hard breach is brought in by the Harvest. Yeah, I'm gonna see Panda switching to that Thermite, and they really have nothing to stop that. So they can, unless they decide to have someone hold in the attic, and whoever is holding attic ends up doing so successfully, but it doesn't look like they're gonna do that. Bengo reinforcing the wall now. So it looks like they're just going to hope to keep this wall closed. Panda did end up pivoting to an ace last second, and it looks like we're going to see ourselves an attic push here. Panda and Perko now down in construction. Doesn't look like they've located where the bomb is quite yet, or it looks like they might just push from bunker upwards through attic rather than going on the windows, which is a solid push idea. It prevents all those runouts that can be very annoying, although Panda going to go away from him and head over to the bedroom area. Going to try to get the bedroom wall open. Bedroom wall is definitely a better area to have a main attack come from, and then have the pinch come from the attic. So that is what they're going to try to do this time. Flat's going to get a few shots off through the main window, and now I'm going to try to send up a zero cam or a drone in order to get some cams there. The zero cam shot out by Bengo. So now Panda pushed up onto the balcony as he goes and gets the wall open. Nothing to prevent it, so that wall's going to open nice and easy for him. Cold taking a little bit of damage as he actually fires through a floor hole onto Perko. Perko now pushing up white stairs, up and in, and then Mercy able to identify it and get the kill. Bengo with the kill onto Zeb. So their clutch master is not going to be able to help them this time. Panda takes some serious damage after a fight with Kowalski. Flats now pushes into classroom, sees Bengo last second. That was very close. Bengo got the run out and killed Panda and then jumped into classroom. Flats was very lucky he saw him as he was going onto his camera the second that Bengo pushed in, but able to capitalize and get the kill. So now it's going to be up to Felony Flats to get these final few kills, a 3v1, and an unfortunate looking situation for the Harvest. The pre-fire comes in from Kowalski, and he takes a little bit of damage, but the main damage going on to Felony Flats as he gets incredibly low from those shots. Trying to see where the Doc went and if he's still going to be holding that angle. It doesn't look like he is as of right now. Listening for any footsteps up above. Gonna see if they're gonna get over aggressive and push him here, although it is not working to this point. Does not maybe see the breach above him, and Cold able to capitalize on it. Had that impact breach above him, and he did not see it as he pushed over towards White Stairs. So the Tigers win their first defensive round, and now the Harvest gonna need to win it here to hang on to this game. Going for a kids' dorms defense. Again, kids' dorms, easily the most popular site on Oregon. Oregon, a very good map overall. It's my favorite map personally. I love the defensive sites on this map, and it's also a very nice map to attack. It just feels nice from both the attacking and defensive side, which is very uncommon in Siege games. Most maps do not actually feel both balanced on defense and on attack, so it's just a breath of fresh air compared to a lot of maps. So the defensive picks going out for the Harvest are going to be Mercy playing Habana, Kowalski on the Lion, Cold going to be playing Jackal, and then Bango on Ash. The Harvest hoping that they can stand strong here and hold the upstairs site to stay in this game. Perko had himself quite the game last round. 4 kills on the board, but was not able to finish off the game.
And defuse a bomb.
So going to be Kowalski carrying in the diffuser for the Tigers. Can they win it here? They just need 1 round win, and this game is over. But the Harvest are not going down without a fight. Cold now pushed up into garage. Going to be potentially attempting a push from the main stairs. Kowalski going to be sending out the Lion scan. No one picking up the diffuser after he did drop it. He's going to push over towards Bus Yard and try to enter Small Tower. And then potentially having Cold go and pick up the diffuser, but not really looking like it right now. Maybe a lack of coordination here unless Kowalski does decide to go back and get it. He's not going to. No one has the diffuser now. This could be a serious problem if they do not do something about it. Bango taking some shots now from someone playing on the attic stairs. Bango going to push back around and maybe go out and grab the diffuser. Kowalski looking through that same breach that they did have last game, but is now being flipped onto them. Going to be Zeb quick peeking that corner. And now the Lion looking to shoot through the breach. A very dangerous hold there from Zeb. Identifies the Lions at the bottom of the stairs. Panda able to take out Mercy now. Some shots going out onto the bottom of the stairs. Kowalski takes a lot of damage there. Watching the angle now, though. And so some shots going to come through the floor onto Zeb. Cold was holding that angle, waiting for Zeb to push back around. He did eventually, so he was able to get some shots off onto him. Gonna shotgun through the floor. A lot of destruction coming out here from both angles. And the shot's coming out now from behind. The roaming Echo by Perko gets the kill there. However, Bango takes out Felony. But Zeb able to get the refrag, and it's going to be down to Kowalski to clutch it up for the Harvest. Aware that there is the flank from behind. Doesn't get it on the door, but then peeks back around. Gets Perko. Zeb taking a few more shots there, watching for that flank back around through bunker. Left himself very, very exposed. Or excuse me, that was kids' dorms. So now Kowalski, very low health, trying to win it for his team. Will Kowalski clutch up, or will we go to the final overtime map? We'll find out now. He pushes up into the site, and Panda with the kill onto Kowalski. The Harvest will not go down without a fight. They are sticking around. They want to win this game. Round 9, the final overtime match point. Whoever takes this one home wins across the board. They will take this map, and we will go to Villa if it's the Harvest. If not, and the Tigers take it home, they will move to 2-1 on the season. Going to be another basement play for the Tigers. But no, they switch it to kitchen last second. A very interesting site choice here. Not a typical go-to site for most teams, but deciding to go for a kitchen play here. Kitchen, a very solid site still. Definitely allows for it definitely allows for a lot of vertical play, and that is definitely its biggest downside, but you can play bathroom and expand site quite a good bit and hold a lot of angles onto the entries from the site. The defensive play is going to be a Frost, Echo, Kaid, and Castle for the Tigers. As of right now, the attacker is going to be an Ash, a Flores, a Lion, and an Iana, but we will see if that switches up at any point before the drone phase is over. It all comes down to this. Who will take home the Oregon map? Will we go to Villa? Let's find out right now. Big Boy Panda carrying in the diffuser from Junkyard for the Harvest.
Loading your magazine.
Now Felony Flats taking out the barricade from Bus Yard. Gonna push around maybe toward main entrance, or at least get the Iona clone going into the bottom of White Stairs. Into security corridor now. Mercy firing some shots from the top of Small Tower. Gonna be trying to hold this down. The Lion peeking the door now. Mercy gonna see if he can get the kill on the Lion. He's now gonna peek the door. Is he gonna? He gets a few shots off onto him. Not able to get the kill, but definitely hindering him a good bit. Almost half health for Zeb, and now they've actually pushed into the area above site. They've gotten into kids' dorms, taken full control of the upstairs area. Going to use this Flores drone to breach the hatch. Hatch goes down, and then Cold takes out Perko. Zeb was taking a lot of damage there, was able to stay alive. Going to get some destruction using the Flores drones from above. This is a not super commonly used form of getting destruction above sight. Did hear a C4 rip there, and it gets detonated above the breach, but nothing yet. Zeb now pushing up both the castle barricades, holding that security corridor. And then the Kaid pushing up. He unscopes at the worst possible time, and Cold gets the kill there. Down to Panda and Felony to keep this alive. Panda pushing up. The kill on to Cold. Takes out the camera as well. Now the attempt to get into security is going to need to happen quick. They do take out the barricade there. Now going to try to get a breach through there, but Bengo gets the kill on the Felony Flats. It's going to be just down to Big Boy Panda to get this last 3 kills, but Bengo with the shot across the map, and that is all for this game as the Harvest fall to the Tigers in an overtime thriller. What a performance we saw from both teams in that Oregon map. A great game to finish it off. The Tigers take it home. Final leaderboard is up, and that is going to be all. Thank you everyone for watching this broadcast of FR6, and we will see you for our upcoming games. Have a good one.